I have few things bothering me and I would like to seek your audience opinion. So I met this man online 2 years ago and he's 45 years old while I'm 29. We spoke on the phone for about 6 months. We're so in love with each other and then we decided to meet in one of the tourist country. It was a 12 days trip and he brought out an engagement ring on the 10th day. I rejected it, telling him I needed to know him better before accepting, but he assured me that he had good intentions for me and I foolishly collected it. I came back to Nigeria and we are still communicating well. Then he asked me to go rent a place in a different city. I wasn't comfortable with it, but my mom and everyone around me convinced me to. He ended up renting a 4 bedroom duplex for me, well furnished and a car. 2 weeks into my stay there, my light spoiled, and my landlady linked me up with an electrician that stays in the next building. While he was fixing it, he tried to start up a conversation to know where I am from. But I was reluctant because my man was on the call with me, but the electrician didn't know. My man is always on the call with me, trying to monitor me. He calls me 100 times in a day. Later that night, my landlady's dog was barking seriously and I decided to check through the window, but I didn't see why it was barking. So I decided to check if the main gate was locked. My man was on a call with me as usual. So while going back inside, he asked who I opened the gate for. And I told him I was trying to be security conscious because it was past 10 p.m. He started shouting that I was lying and that his mind is telling him that I opened the gate for the electrician to keep me company for the night and he was going to call the police for me. I was so lost and confused. The fuck will I be doing with an electrician? I have a BSc in the medical field and he doesn't even want me to work. Neither does he want me to do my master's in nursing. I hate myself so much for being this dumb and I'm angry at my mom and everyone around me for advising me wrongly. To cut the long story short, after so much explanation, he still insisted I was lying. I told him to do his worst. In less than an hour, I was hearing siren outside. I looked out and saw police van. I couldn't believe my eyes. The other landlord in the estate was calling my landlord. He later called me out, asking me what's going on. I explained and he was like, what? That electrician lives with his woman, so what's all this accusation? The police did their thing and left. The next morning, he told my landlord to collect the house keys from me and that he's no longer interested. I left the house shamelessly and later he called me and was begging that it was the devil. My mom was calling me to beg and I said over my dead body. I foolishly went back to him after the plead. A lot of toxic things had kept on happening till he came back few months later. It was around 2 months his aim was to get me pregnant, but thank God it didn't happen. He beat me up 3 times in 2 months. I was there for 2 weeks and they sent me back saying I have spiritual problem. That powers that brought my mom out of her marriage wants to do same to me. This guy is very rich and my family sees him as a messiah. I am not loved at home at all because what is all this? I believed it was a spiritual thing and I went back to him. He left back to his base after a while. He requested he wanted to pay my dowry. They sent list, he paid, and on the day of my dowry, none of my parents were present. Nobody from his side was present. Their excuse was insecurities in the east. It was just Umunna and Co that was in my compound. He literally didn't tell his mom of anything or his family members that he was getting married. They were all shocked when they heard about it. Guess the most shocking part of my story. This guy is married with a 15-year-old daughter. All this while and I didn't know. I am suicidal. I just want to rest in peace. I beg home. I cry every day. I want to leave, but I don't even have up to 200k in my account. He rather give my family money than to give me. I brought up so many business ideas, but he declined all. What do I do? Whenever I complain to my mom, she tells me that a child is a girl child and she will get married and I should just give birth to a son. Why me? I had millions in my account before this marriage thing, but I can't even brag of anything and woman is fighting me spiritually. Most times I see a dead chicken in front of me and in front of my door, sometimes dead lizard. Someone should help me tell her I am innocent. Her husband didn't tell me about his marriage. I want to leave and I need help. Guys, what do you think about this story? Drop your opinion in the comment section. Don't forget to like and share and feel free to come into my DM and send me your messages and I'll let you know when I post them. Thank you.